Sakshi, I think
Sakshi,
some
can you
difference in
mute yourself?
Sakshi.
Your microphone is on.
No, I think Sakshi from Sakshi. One disturbance is coming from Sakshi's end. Sakshi, is that fine now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. So, in the last class, we discussed about linear regression, right? Linear regression. Just a moment. Yeah. Are you able to see the screen?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Now it
No,
is.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it is. It is.
Very good. Very good. So, in the last class, we discussed about the linear regression. So, what is the regression model? What is the regression model? Computed regression model. I think I have written. What is the model? It's here. What is the regression model?
Sir, regression model is the model which
No. For this particular problem, what is the regression model?
60 plus 5x.
60 plus
Five
5.
times, 5 times of student population, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sales equal to sales of the cafeteria is equal to 60 plus 5 times of student population. This is the regression model. Right? I once again write here. So, regression model equal to sales equal to 60 plus 5 times of student population. Please note that this is variable x and this is variable y, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what you do, using this model, you make the predictions for given x values here. These are the x values. For 2, what is the value? So I'll write this as yi cap. Okay. I write this as yi cap. Now you please find out the values. Once you calculate, I will copy it here. Okay. So yes, I want this. Please complete and tell me once you calculate.
Sir, done.
Done? Good. Oh, this is not sufficient. Okay. So here we write y cap. Tell me the values.
70,
70 point only 70.
70,
Okay, next.
90,
Okay,
100, 100, 120, 140, 160, 160, 170, 190.
so these are the what? Predicted values. Correct? These are the predicted values. But actual value, how much for 70? What is the actual value for 70?
58.
58, sir.
58.
Yes,
But
sir.
whereas the predicted value is 70, right? Do you say that the prediction is good?
No, sir.
Why not? Why not the prediction is not good?
There is a difference of 12, sir.
Okay, difference of 12. What
Yes.
this difference is known as?
Error.
Error.
Error. Yes, sir.
So I write y minus y hat here. Okay. So 58 minus 70 is minus 12, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
What is 105 minus 90?
15
Similarly, other ones,
minus 12, 18 minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, 9, minus 21, and 12, sir.
if you total, what do you get? If you total, what do you get?
So 0.
I didn't calculate, but I know theory says that it should be 0. Theory already says that it should be 0. It is 0. Okay? So the sum of the errors must be 0. In fact, this is one of the assumptions. The mean error is 0. And what is the distribution of errors? Do you know? According to regression assumption, these errors must follow normal distribution. It is one of the assumptions of regression model. And also, you computed error at this actual value 58. What is the error? Minus 12. If the first observation is something like 59, you will get a different error. If it is 55, you get a different error. So that way, at this particular point, if your regression model changes, then the actual, the predicted value, now it is 70. Using some model, it may be something else. But the error at this point should follow normal distribution, and the mean error is 0. And also, whatever the variance at this particular point of the normal distribution, see, I already told you that there is normal distribution, there will be error distribution at the point 58. Similarly, you can assume another normal distribution at the point 105. Depending upon the predicting model, you can get different values. Normal distribution must have same variance. That is called constant variance. If you have like that, then we say that it is homoscedasticity. What is homoscedasticity? How do you define homoscedasticity? From your understanding, how do you define it? I explained about homoscedasticity. What is that? How do you define it? Can anyone try this?
Sir, where the variance is constant variance of error.
Variance of error should be constant,
Yes, sir.
right? At every point of y, the variance of the error must be constant. If it is constant, then it is called homoscedasticity. Otherwise, what is the opposite of homoscedasticity?
Heteroscedasticity.
Perfect. Heteroscedasticity is correct. Hetero. Okay. So anyhow, we will not bother about this. It's one of the assumptions. Fine. Now, what is the sum of the squared error? Sum of squared error. What is the full form of SSE?
Sum of square of error.
Sum of squared error. Can you calculate this? That means I am asking you square each number and total it. I want do it.
Sir, sorry, can you explain this? How
Now
we will find this?
I'm asking you to calculate the square of this column.
Okay, sir.
1530, sir. Total summation.
How much is that total?
1530.
1530.
530.
30. Yes, sir.
1530 is what? is what?
SSE, sir.
Sum of squared errors.
Sum of squared error. Perfect. Sum of squared error. Okay. Fine. I want to calculate regression sum of squares. What do you mean by regression sum of squares? Regression sum of squares is nothing but if you use the model, what is the sum of squares? If you use the model, what are the sum of squares? Actually, if you use the model, y hat minus y bar. This is The square of this is known as a regression sum of squares. Ya hat minus y bar. This is the predicted value. Normally, ya minus y bar whole square is useful for what? If I calculate, I'll write here where this is useful. If I have this one, where this particular value is useful.
Sir, find the error in regression model.
Just think over.
Sir, to find the total sum of squares if we want to.
Standard
No.
deviation.
Yes, that is what I want. Okay. This particular term is useful to calculate variance. And if you know variance, of course, standard deviation. But this is useful to calculate the variance of y, correct? It is useful to calculate variance of error. Is it right or not?
Yes, sir.
This is useful to calculate variance of y. Similarly, this is actually referred as total sum of squares. This is referred as total SS. Okay. Total SS is equal to summation of y minus y bar square. Instead of y, if I calculate ya hat minus y bar, what is the difference between these?
First one is using observed value, and second one is using estimated value.
First one is actual y value, second one is estimated y value. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
And this particular one, actually y hat will be known when will you know y hat value?
So when we know regression model.
When we know regression model. So therefore, I refer this one now onwards as regression sum of squares, because this sum of squares is based on regression, the above one, but with respect to the regression line. Is it right? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
This is what the value I am asking you to calculate here. So already we have y hat, but what is the y bar value? What is y bar? Already you know. What is y bar? Do you remember?
130.
Correct, 130. Now you subtract 130 from 70, 90, 100, etc. And here you square it, and here you get me the total. Please get this total. Okay, please do that.
So we need to calculate the squares or just the deviations?
Array, deviation, I have not written square here. Where is my pointer? I want square. Already this is y minus y bar, y hat minus y bar. I want square of this number. For example, 70 minus 130. How much?
60.
Which 60? Minus 60.
Minus 60.
Minus 60 square is always positive, 3600, correct? Can you do the remaining and get this total?
$14,200, sir.
Huh?
14,200, the sum.
Sum is 14,200. Good. So, okay. So can I write this as SSR? $14,200 you said, right? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And next, finally, I want you to calculate. This is regression based. I want total sum of squares. How do I get total sum of squares?
SSR plus SSC.
Y minus Y bar. You calculate this first. And here Y minus Y bar whole square. Y minus Y bar means 58 minus 130. Because bar mean is 130 only. 58 minus 130 how much? How much? 58 minus 130.
72, sir.
Minus
Minus 72. What is 72 square?
5184.
Huh?
5184.
5184. Okay. Can you get similarly the other terms and get the total of this?
Sir, it's 15730.
15.
Yes, sir. 15.
15,730.
Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Have you calculated all these numbers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll write the value whatever you got here. That is sum of squares total. I'll write total here. Total sum of squares is equal to 15730. What do you understand from this? These three figures are giving you a pattern or something. What is that?
SSC
What do you
plus
understand?
SSR equals to TSS.
Yes, the total of SSC and SSR is equal to total SST.
Okay. So you always know from this what you understand is SSR plus SSE is equal to total sum of squares. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If that is the case, this is very important. Very, very important. Now tell me, in this equation, if you know two values, can you get the other value?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is, you need not waste time in computing three columns. If you compute two columns, sufficient, right?
Yes, sir.
You need not compute all these three columns. We want this one, and next this one, next this one. Okay? This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. You don't require to have these three columns. Any two of this is sufficient. Because I can get the other one, isn't it? Okay. If that is the case, We got it. Ideally, what should happen? If you look at this if you look at this equation, ideally, what should happen? From this, you please interpret. Ideally, what should happen? Ideally, what should happen? What is the ideal situation? Hmm? Any idea?
Error should be 0.
Correct. Ideally, sum of squares of error must be 0. When that can happen?
When S
Sir, when all
Huh?
When actual and expected are the same.
Actual and expected. Expected is always through regression, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If your regression model is perfect, then there is a possibility that these two values are same. But when
Yes,
you
sir.
wanted to compare these two values, how do you compare any two numbers?
correlation, sir.
By taking the ratio.
Right.
That is, SSR is due to the regression model and total sum of squares is the from the data. Ideally, what should happen? Ideally,
This should be equals to 1.
this should be equal to 1.
1.
Correct. It should be equal to 1, ideally. The reason is, I want total sum of squares and regression sum of squares both must be equal. If I have this, then obviously 0 error. I will not have any error. So, ideally, this should be equal to 1. Can this be more than 1?
No, sir.
So, I may not have 1. This is always less than or equal to 1. Maximum value possible is 1, not more than 1. Now, what is the minimum value possible for this?
0.
0.
Why 0? Why not minus 1?
So,
SSR cannot be negative.
Yes.
SSR cannot be. What about TSS? It can be negative?
It also cannot be negative.
no, sir, no.
No, sir.
Because it is sum of SSR and SSC, so it
Sum of
always is
squares. sir.
positive.
Sum of squares.
They are both are sum of squares. Sum of squares cannot be negative at all, correct? So therefore, it should lie between 0 and 1. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then it is something like correlation, but it is not correlation. In literature, we have a name for this. What is the name of this?
R square.
Correct. This is known as R square. Okay. For this particular problem, what is R square for this problem? For this problem, what is R square? Tell please.
0.9027.
0.9027.
9027.
Is this right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you interpret this now?
So can
How do
we
you
say it's
interpret?
nearly perfect? It's near
Huh?
to 1. Nearly perfect, sir. It's near to 1. Perfect.
Because near to 1, you say that it is near perfect? Or quantitatively, how much perfect? Quantitatively, how much perfect it is? Quantitatively, how much perfect the regression model is?
90%.
90.90%.
90% only it could capture the variation in Y. Correct? The regression model is able to capture 90% of the variation in this variable Y. 90%. If it had extracted 99% variance, then model would have been D-best, correct? Is it right or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about the concept of R square. All right. In the regression model, how many independent variables are there? In the regression model, how many independent variables were used?
In this, sir, one independent variable.
One
Sir, one
Only one.
independent
That
and
is
one.
student
and one
population.
friend.
That is student population, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that is about the student population is the only independent variable. So, now can we prepare ANOVA for this? And when do you say that the regression is perfect? Based on R square. When do you say the regression is perfect? Based on R square
When R
equivalent prediction.
When R square equals
When
to
R square equal to?
1.
When R square equal to 1, you say that the regression model is perfect, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, if R square is nearer to 1 or close to 1, you say that regression model is perfect. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
So, do you say that 90% of this R square is adequate for making predictions? Do you say the 90% R square, whatever is there, is it adequate? Is it sufficient? You can never have 100%. But is this sufficient? Seems to be. Any value more than 90%, because it's close to 1, we say that R square is adequate. Okay? Now going back to this, we have to prepare ANOVA table. Usually in ANOVA table, what are the things you will have? Yeah. What are the items you will have in ANOVA? What are the columns you will have in ANOVA?
Sum of squares.
Only sum of squares. First of all, what is the source of variation?
Sir, population.
Treat once.
We will work on more than two populations in this.
Degrees
First
of
column
freedom.
is source. First column is source of variation, correct? Second column is sum of squares. Sum of squares. Next is DF. What you get if you divide SS by DF? What do you get if you divide SS by DF? This we have used in different this fellow. What do you get if you divide SS by DF?
The test statistic value.
Huh?
Test statistic value, sir.
No. You get mean sum of squares, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the items you need to calculate. What is the source of variation? So your source of variation is regression. Okay. First is source of variation, that is regression. Second one is what? What is second one? Sum of squares of this is about regression. If you do regression, what you get? What is the leftover?
Residuals.
That is known as
Residual.
Error.
error. Error or residual, whatever. Error. And finally you get
Total.
total. Is right?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me the answers. Tell me, what is the regression sum of squares?
$14,200. 14,200.
14?
200.
Correct. 14,200. Okay. There is a pointer. Ah, 14,200. Correct. How many independent variables are there?
1.
Sir, 1.
One. There is only one independent variable. Then what is MSS value? What is MSS? How do you get MSS?
SSS value.
14,200.
SSS of what?
Degree of freedom.
Yeah.
SSS by here. So same 14,000, right?
Yes.
What is the regression sum of? What is error sum of square? I think we have written wrong column, right? Right. Properly. Okay. Now the 14,200 you said, correct? Biggest of freedom is 1. So this is also 14,200 by 1. Okay. Next. Error sum of square. What is the value?
1530, sir.
1530.
Sir, 1530. 1530.
1530.
1530.
1530. Okay, I don't write this one. But what is the total?
15730.
50,730.
157.
15730. Correct? But actually, how many observations are there in the data?
So 10.
10.
10. If there are 10 observations, then degrees of freedom is 10 minus 1
9.
because one shot. 9, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is 9. If this is 1, this is 9, then how much this should be?
8, sir.
Perfect.
8, sir.
8. Because 1 plus 8 should be 9. Now tell me, what is 1530 divided by 8? 1530 divided by 8.
191.25.
Huh?
191.25.
21.25.
What is that?
191.25.
Okay. 191.5.
Sir,
If
0.25.
you total, do you get this
0.25.
one? 0.5, right?
Sir, 0.25.
0.25. 0.25. Okay. 2.25, not 5. 191.25, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But please note that if you total, you will not get this because this is the after division we will get. Now this is actually mean sum of squares. What is the alternative name for mean sum of squares? Alternative name. If you divide y minus y bar whole square summation divided by number of observations, what do you get?
Variance.
Huh? Summation of y minus y bar whole square divided by n.
Variance.
Variance. Variance. So, because we are not taking denominator n, that is the reason we refer it as mean sum of squares. Actually, it is variance only. So, this is the variance corresponding to regression. This is the variance corresponding to 191.25 is the variance corresponding to what? 191.525 is variance corresponding to
Ratio.
Error, sir.
14,200 is error corresponding to
Regression.
Regression.
regression. If I take the ratio of these two variances, which I called as variance ratio, okay, that variance ratio is 14,000 divided by 191.25. Tell
So 74.24.
24.2%.
74.24.
24%.
2425 after rounding.
8,
Sir, after
5, sir.
rounding it's 25.
So 74.25.
25. We can say 25, right?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because this is the variance of two, this is the ratio of two variances. What this can be referred as?
F value.
Yeah, isn't it? It is
Yes.
referred as ratio of two variances. Ratio of two variances is nothing but F. So F value is this. If you have calculated F value, we want tabulated F value also. From where you get tabulated F value? If I want tabulated F value, what are the degrees of freedom I should see? Is it right? If you want to see the degrees of freedom, is it right or not?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me what is this value? What is this value?
Sir, NF and DF.
F1 comma 8. What is the value for F1 comma 8?
At what significance level?
No?
Significance
I want
level, sir.
value. I want value. Later we can interpret the value. Can you refer the table and tell me what this is?
$3.457.
3.45 from table. Can anybody confirm this? Is it
So for
3.45?
alpha, I have taken 0.1, so 90%.
0.05 you have taken also, right?
3.46 for alpha 0.1. 0.
For alpha is equal to 0.05, F1 comma 8 is how much?
5.317, sir.
5.32.
5.32. For alpha
Yes,
equal to
sir.
0.0.
5.32. Yes, sir.
8.32. Okay? 5.32. For alpha equal to 0.05 you have seen or 0.025 you have seen? Alpha is equal to 5% means 0.05. If it is the two-tailed test, what value you will see? Do you see for 0.05 or 0.025?
0.05.
Sir, 0.05.
5%.
Huh? No. In a two-tailed test, if alpha is 0.05, for seeing the table values, whether 0.05 or 0.025.
0.025 in two tails, sir.
Sir, total
If you
0.02.
take 0.025, what this value is?
7.57.
7.57.
Tell me what is 7 point?
57.
7.57.
Okay. This is the value from tables. What is the value from computed?
74.25.
Okay. Is it not F greater than F1 comma 8? Huh?
Yes, it
Is
is
not
greater.
F greater than F1 comma 8 at alpha equal to 0.05?
Reject H naught.
Correct. Reject H naught conclusion is fine. But have you written the H naught? What is the H naught and HA for this problem? What is H naught and HA for this problem? What should be written? The fitted regression model is insignificant. And HA is the fitted regression model is significant. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, what do you say? What is the conclusion you give? What is the conclusion? You have rejected H naught. If you reject H naught, huh?
Regression model is significant.
Regression model is significant.
Regression model is significant. If regression model is significant, can we use this model for prediction?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is a candidate, but is it a right candidate? We don't know. Correct? In predictive analytics, we go on building this kind of model and identify the right candidate. We identify the candidate. After identifying the candidate, we have to identify the right candidate. How do we identify the right candidate? How do we identify the right candidate? Any idea? How to identify the right candidate?
Sir, if
R
it
square
is
should be high.
student,
Once you identify the models which are significant, among the models that are significant, you have to find the model for which the regression gamma phase is higher. That is, R square is high. First, you have to check model significance. I'll write here. In any predictive model, predictive analytics, find model. Okay, instead of finding, I say identify the models that are significant. There can be several models, but identify the models that are significant. Significant. What is the next step you have to do?
Variable significance, sir.
Use the model that has high R square for prediction. For prediction. Which kind of model will be used for prediction?
Which has high R square value.
Which has higher?
R square value.
Higher R square, correct? Okay. So this is what exactly you have to do in predictive analytics. So in predictive analytics, what first you have to do? You have to identify the model which are significant. There can be several models, but we have to identify the models that are significant. Identify the models that are significant. Among the models, which model should be used for prediction? The model that has higher R square. What will happen if you have higher R square? What happens with higher R square? What do you see? If your regression model is making good predictions, then how that R square will be close to 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, among models, the model that has higher R square should be used for prediction. So please read and understand the 2 points I have written on the slide. Okay? They are very important. Okay. So do you understand this regression model fitting? Fitting
Yes,
of the
sir.
regression model. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
understand?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
good. I will demonstrate the same thing using Excel. Okay? I demonstrate the same thing using Excel. Just hold on. Okay, let me change to Excel. Then I'll show.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, can you please share that note window once with that ANOVA table?
I will share it with the class. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I will do that. Step. Okay. Do you see this Excel sheet?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay. So you know that my data is this. This is the data, right? Is it correct? If this is the data, then I can fit regression model like this. Go to data. Do you see what I am doing? Please follow the steps. Do you see data here, data tab?
Yes, sir.
In
Sir.
data tab, do you see data analysis here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Click on data analysis. In data analysis, do you see regression here? Do you see the question?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Click on OK. What is the range of y? Range in these two variables, which is y variable?
Sales.
Sales.
Huh?
Sales.
Sales.
Sales. Correct. Sales is the y variable. Correct. Is it right? What is the x variable?
Population.
Population. Population is a y variable. I have selected including the name of the variable. Correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If that is the case, I have to specify here. It contains labels. Labels means first whatever the number selected, that is a label. Where I want my output, I have to specify the range. I want range to be from here. What is the cell selected? I column 11 row, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, click OK. Look here. Do you see it properly? I
No,
can't
sir.
see.
No,
So it
sir.
is scribbling and not able to see some points.
Again. Now it's fine.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I do one thing. I increase the font size. Now is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what is the R square you computed?
0.9027.
0.9027. That is rounded 903. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So our calculation is correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. What is the value you computed for regression sum of square?
Fourteen thousand two hundred.
Same value?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Residual alternative name error. What is the error sum of square? F of means
1530.
sum of square.
1530.
Same value. And total is 15,730. This is also correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the F value?
Correct, sir.
74.
74.25.
74.
Without manually calculate.
0.25.
Okay. Anyhow, this is the F value. P value. P value is very, very small. Right? If you don't want P value, if you want the table value, the table value is nothing but critical value. I get the critical value here. Is equal to F dist or F inverse. It is F inverse. F inverse. What is the one tail value? 0.025, not 0.05. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Degrees of freedom, numerator how much? 1. And denominator how much? 8.
8.
What is the value you got? Is it not the same
Yes,
value?
7.571.
Okay. If we compare 74.25 with 7.571 critical value, what is the conclusion?
Reject null hypothesis.
Reject null hypothesis. The decision is correct enough. Is it right? Are you getting what I'm explaining here?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? Okay. Then look, what is the regression model? What is the coefficient of intercept?
So 60.
60 and 5. Is it not the same value that you got?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what is the you can individually test the hypothesis for the parameter. Just like how you tested the mean and standard deviation in regression model also, you can test first number one, test of beta 1. Test of beta 1. Second, of beta 0. Beta 1, beta 0. To test beta 1. Okay. What is the beta 1 value actually? 5. Correct? 5 is the value, no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. What about the beta naught value?
60.
60. This is the coefficient. This is the coefficient. What is the standard error of coefficient? Every time you have to give the standard error also. What is standard error of 5? What is standard error of 5? 5.
Sir, 8.616. 617.
No. Standard error of 5. 5.
0.58.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
0.0 and 0.5. Nice. What about for 60? What is the standard error?
9.22
0.22.
or 23.
9.221. Correct. So 9.226. 9.23 otherwise. Right. 9.23. Good. If you know this, the T statistic can be calculated as T statistic. What is the T statistic? This is simple. This number divided by standard error. How much you got?
8.62.
8.62. Correct? 8.62. If you round this, what do you get? What is it? Same number or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then how much you get? You must get here.
6.50.
Let's check. 60 divided by 9, 9.23. Is not the same value you got?
Yes, sir.
Is not the same value?
Yes, sir.
So do you understand how to get the T value? Anyhow, for T value, you can calculate T critical. And I also taught you how to get the P value. Your P value, if you know, you just simply compare with alpha. If alpha is 0.05, the P value is very, very small. Do you accept or reject? If p-value is very small, smaller than alpha, then do you accept or reject H0?
Reject.
Reject H0, correct? But what is to be rejected? What is the H0 here? What is the assumption for this? H0 is beta 1 equal to 0 in the hypothesis. Control V. Beta 1 not equal to 0. Do you understand? What is H0 for this test? Why nobody is talking in class? H0 is beta 1 equal to 0 and ordinary hypothesis is beta 1 not equal to 0. What is the T statistic for this? 8.62. And if you see T critical or P value, if you look at the P value, what is the P value? After 0.40, then 3. This is how you read this value. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is the P value. The P value is much smaller than alpha, correct? So do you reject or accept?
Reject H0.
Reject
sir.
H0.
Reject.
Reject H0. So if you reject H0, what conclusion you can give? What conclusion you can give?
Regression is significant.
No, beta 1 is significant. We have tested only beta 1, not full regression.
Okay.
That is, beta 1 is not equal to 0. It is something different. Beta 1 is not equal to 0. If beta 1 is equal to 0, what happens? No model. In Y equal to MX+P, if there is no M, there is a model. Simply the model is Y is equal to C. Can we have such model? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about the regression model on Excel. And whatever manual we have completed, same output we got on Excel. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then choose one problem from your textbook and try. We will once again discuss it tomorrow.
Sir,
Sir, we have not received the textbook. If you can give one, then we can work upon it.
Okay, I will take a screenshot of one problem. I'll text it to the class. Okay? I'll forward to the class. To you here. Okay? Is that fine?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, excuse me. Sir, why we choose two-tail test for it? Like we took a value of 0.025, but why particularly for two-tail test? Why not for upper
No.
tail or
Look, see, in this particular case, we equate two variances, whether these two variances are equal or not. That is the reason. See, if alternative hypothesis is having equal to, is it not a two-tail test?
Okay. Oh, yes, sir.
You studied the basics of testing of hypothesis. Would you identify a test as two-tail test? If alternative hypothesis is having not equal, then two-tail test. In a two-tail test, the critical region spreads over two tails. If your alpha is 0.05, because it spreads over two tails, you make half and give here and give here. When you half it, 0.05, how much is the value?
So 0.025. No, sir, but why we took like particularly two-tailed test just because we are here working on the two variances.
What? Whether the hypothesis is whether two variants are equal or not. Is it not? That is
Yes.
that we are doing. Then
Yes, sir.
two-tailed test. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions? No. We will close.